Alrighty, I'm back at it today, and here's the first find. Check it out. Hope y'all know Christmas is coming up, because there you go. There's some red and green moss agate. That's pretty darn cool. You can see it's windy as heck again, being blown all over the place. Check that side out. That's really cool, huh? That's awesome. I love this stuff. The colors are always amazing. The patterns are always different and interesting. And it's better than sitting inside. So even if I find one rock or no rocks, I just enjoy being out there. All right, let's see what this next one. This next one is another moss agate. There you go. You get a little bit better picture of when you clean it up, what it looks like, huh? Check it out. Check it out. You get the white stuff on the side. I don't know if that white is opal or if it's volcanic ash or a combination thereof. Don't know. Finally died down for a few seconds. Here's a bunch I just picked up. I just stopped to get some water, and I didn't film all these little ones, but here's a bunch of little ones. Little mosses, little jaspers. Anyway, there's some pretty stuff in there. All right, cool. All right, well, the wind picked back up, so I'm back doing voiceovers. Check this out. There's another moss agate I just found. Just put my bag down. Check it out. And you can see, look, you can see like the agates and the lines right there where I just put my finger. You can see how it all forms in those little lines. It's just amazing to me how it all squeezes out in those little lines and those little tubes. And they all get cemented together with agate. Makes this really cool patterns. It's interesting how it oozes out that way. I'm curious. I'm going to have to research and try to find out if I can figure out. If you know, leave me a comment, how it comes out that way in those little straws like patterns. Because it is fascinating how it forms. Here's a nice chunk of brachiated I picked up. Check it out. Just beautiful. Orange. A little tiny bit of, not quite yellow, but got some red and some orange in there. It's got a little bit of agate in there. That's some pretty stuff. I love that stuff. There you go. Check out that side. That's really cool. All right. Let's see what we got here. Oh, this is more of a plume than a moss on this one, and it's got that agate. Agate's almost a bluish color. And then it's got this agate on the side with a little hole in the middle. But you can see it's almost more of a plume than a moss. See, there's no lines on the top like usually when you find moss. So that's pretty cool, pulling out that little tiny hole. Here's a cool one. So this is a wannabe moss. It's so tightly packed though. You can see a couple spots. You can see some of the moss in it, but it's that orange and sunset colors. I think that are just beautiful. Win, win, win. All right, check this one out. So this one's kind of crazy. It's like a little agate nodule. And check out, you can see the moss right there, like flamey looking moss. It's a nodule, so it's full of that. So you either got to cut it open or grind it all down. There you go. That side, you can get a good picture of the moss. It's just a cool little nodule. Sometimes not much is showing on them, so you really have to look at the rocks. You kind of got to look at the patterns of the rocks and pick them up and examine them closer. There, here's a cool little brachiated. It's got nice colors. I wish it had a little more of the yellow in there, but so you can see on the very right-hand side, you see that yellow right there. But it's still a pretty cool pattern. I like it when the brachiated pieces are smaller. Makes really interesting little patterns. The big ones are cool too, don't get me wrong, but this one's pretty neat. So, all right, cool. Here we go. This one, I saw this big chunk of agate here. I'm like, oh man, is this a big seam agate? Cool. It's not a big seam agate. I wish it was. But it does have that cool agate on it. And then it does have some agate mixed up in there with some jasper. Not a whole lot. So this one was kind of neat. So I was like, I just want to take that part with the agate home. So I said, let me bust it. And I busted it open and check out the inside. That's pretty cool. I love that pattern. There's your Halloween pattern. For those of y'all who love Halloween. And you can see that's what I tried to do. I tried to keep just the agate piece. But I wound up liking them both. I was like, I love that pattern in there. That's pretty cool. Here's one sitting right there. You see it? Let's pick that sucker up, huh? Ugh. It's glued in there. Ugh. Got it. All right. Picked it up. It's full of dirt. Can't see anything but that little piece. We need some cue to elevator music. This is going to take a while to spray this off. You thought I was done? Nope. Going to spray some more. It's going to take a while. Squirt, 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 squirt. I know y'all enjoy watching me squirt off rocks. It's pretty fun. All right, I think we pretty much got it. Yeah, I'm delirious. All right, cool. It's a nice brachiated. See, this is in its really rough form, right? So you can see how see how rough it is? I mean, what formed in between there? Was there like calcite or something that weathered out? I mean, it's just like a rough chunk. All right. Here's some more. The brachiated. Oh, cleaned it off a little better, huh? Give you some more views of it. See, it's got agate running through there. It's got jasper in there. It's got yellow. It's got orange. It's got red. It's a cool piece. It's going to be neat to clean up. Here's a neat little piece. This is a big piece of jasper. It's got a little moss on the tippy top. Oh, now it's the bottom because I flipped it. That part right there. You can see the little moss in there. And there you go. You can see the lines when you had a quick view of the lines on the top, which is why I picked this one up. There's a close-up, but you can see the top. It has that moss pattern, that little piece of moss pattern there. So anyway, we'll call that one a moss, partial moss. So this one's a brown moss. It's like more of a brownish color, like an autumn brown. I need to channel my inner Bob Ross to figure out which color that is. Anyway, it's pretty cool. All right, check this one out. There's another, I think, brachiated. Yeah, brachiated. See, it's got that little pattern in there. Some different colors. Reds and oranges. Cool little piece. Pretty interesting. There's a shirt blowing in the wind. All right. Here's a cool one. So this one here is probably the closest thing I ever found to a fire agate out here. It may have some fire in it. You see how dark it is? That's how when you find fire agates in other locations, this will look like. And I think in a couple spots there is very slight color in there. So it could have some in there. I don't know. I'll have to be very careful with it and take it out. Oh, what you doing, Paul? Oh, we're squirting it. All right. Check it out so you can see some of the colors in there. So this one, I'm not sure if it's going to have it in there. I haven't tried to clean it up yet. But anyway, check out this moss. I love this color moss. Man, I wish I could find a big piece like this. I've only found smaller pieces because it's this bright reddish orange and it's always beautiful. The colors are always amazing. The patterns are always amazing. It's always got some agate mixed in. Yeah, you can see the lines there. This stuff is really neat. I would really like to find a big piece of this. There's one out there. I'm going to find it eventually. So that was cool. This one's interesting because it's very highly silicated, agate and jasper mixed. So like a jasper agate. So it's almost like, it's not quite, it's a different color than carnelian, but it's almost like a colored agate, but it's full of silica. So it's closer to an agate than jasper. It's got a lot of agate mixed in there, a lot of silica mixed in that one. This one is a chunker. So this chunker, if I look, it's got, this is a Heinz 57 for sure. It's got agate. It's got all kind of crazy patterns, and I don't know if that's opal down in the middle, way down there. And this right here that's some agate that was botrordals, and you can see where the little fingers broke off. Where it probably has fingers. There's some moss up there. I turned it too fast. There's some more of that agate you can see in there. There you go. There's some, like I said, it's a Heinz 57. So look, you got some moss right there. So you got moss agate mixed in there. Sucker's got a little bit of everything in this one. See that cave right there? That's what I was thinking. That's opal in the middle. That whitish orange, light orange, white color in the middle. Don't know. Could be volcanic ash. Check out this side. It looks like flames to me. Anyway, that's a big chunk. I pulled it out of that hole right there. Anyway, thank y'all for watching this one, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And again, I really appreciate y'all watching these. See y'all on the next one.